This is Ayman Khan here for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. We're here in Birmingham, Eastside Boxing Gym with the one and only April Hunter as she gets ready for her fight date coming up. First of all, April, how's life treating you?
Life's good, mate. Just this camp, man, we're getting really pushed through the paces. So training like a world title fight for this fight. It's on a big stage. It's a big opportunity, and if I go out there and make a statement, it changes your life. So I'm feeling good, but camp's hard. I just want to fight now.
Yeah, normally questions about camp are kind of like overseen, but just hearing the whispers between yourself and Michael, it seems like this camp has really picked up from the ones that have been different because of Savannah Marshall and what's on the line for her. But talk to me about kind of your side of the training. How do you feel the differences are between the camps that you had previously?
Well, I do exactly the same training as Sav, basically. She obviously does a little odd extra add-ons with Peter, obviously because she's got a massive fight coming up, but all the sparring, the strength and conditioning coach, we've got the same Kerry Kays, we train with him, and like Peter's just took everything to the next level this training camp. Like it's been grueling, honest, it's grueling, but it'll be worth it, September 10th.
How do you feel about your progression under Peter as well? Like Peter's an astute trainer, accomplished trainer as well, who really drills into his fighters the way that he wants them to fight. But in terms of your progression and the outings that you've had, how do you feel you've improved as a fighter?
I think I've improved as a fighter, as a person, not just that, you know what I mean? What you see is what you get with Peter. So we had a conversation the other day and he was like, it's a good job you've got thick skin, because he's not nasty with it, but you know, if it's shit, he tells you it's shit. So I had a spar the other day, I thought I sparred well, everyone else in the gym's telling us I sparred well, and he's like, shit, and I'm like, alright, okay, but he just wants you to get exactly what he wants, and that's what I like about it. So until you've got it to how he wants it, you'll not be happy with it, but then when you do get it right, and he tells you, which isn't often, you know you've got it right, and he's just a great man, a great person to work with, and I just really appreciate all his time and effort he's put into us.
Do you feel that was something that maybe you needed to reflect back, and you had it was a shock loss at the time against Kirsty Babington, then you made the changes and made the move, and now you've kind of picked up and progressed like you've mentioned there. Is that something that you felt you needed at that point in time?
Yeah, honestly, mate, like I feel like in some of the interviews obviously I've said that wasn't me and I've changed, but literally that's no disrespect to my old coaches. That person that got in that ring was not the kid that Joseph McNally and Declan O'Rourke trained in the gym. I was flying at times, sometimes I wasn't, and sometimes things just don't work and don't gel, but that was a shock defeat. I don't think anybody expected that to happen. I know I didn't, and but you know what, it's the universe, everything happens for a reason, mate, and I'm happy now, and this style suits as well, and I'm coming on leaps and bounds, and I can feel it myself, and I genuinely think the next couple of years are going to be really exciting for me. Everything
happens for a reason. That's a phrase invoked by Carl Froch and George Groves back in their rivalry, and it also sort of kind of feels the same sort of thing between Claressa Shields and Savannah Marshall. It's got that kind of feeling about it, but we'll stick to you for the moment. You're fighting on that card. Erica Alvarez is the opponent. What do you know about your opponent?
Argentinian, tough, boxed Georgia O'Connor, so I seen her in Newcastle when I was boxing, so I've had a look at her. I know she's tough, she'll be durable, and I've just got to go in there, listen to what Peter says, and I've had some good spars, I've had some big improvements with a lot of things, so as long as I listen to Peter, I can have a really devastating win.
You mentioned there like training for world titles and things like that. How far away do you think you are from that scene?
Not far, mate, not far at all, honest to God. I really don't think. Terry Harper come down and sparred, she's boxing on a ranking for two belts at super welter, and I'm definitely not far off any of that, so it's an exciting time for the sport, and I'm hopefully Terry can get a win over Hannah, and happy days.
April, Savannah Marshall, Claressa Shields on a collision course September 10th too. Talk to me about kind of, you're the one that's been seeing Savannah in the gym. We saw her doing some sparring there. How is she taken to the sparring camp, the camp itself for Claressa Shields? What do you make of it?
Savannah's an ultimate athlete, mate. She just takes it all in her stride. She's very regimental. She wouldn't miss anything anyways, even if Peter wasn't here. It's my phone, Sky News app. Even if Peter wasn't here, Sav would be in the gym, but Peter's been on her this camp. He hasn't left her side. Every fine little detail, he's just like, he looked at her the other day and was like, you're going to hate, the other week, and was like, you're going to hate us this camp, and he's just been on her, and honest to God, she's coming on. She's really coming on from it, so Savannah's an ultimate athlete, mate, and believe me, I think we're going to see the best of Savannah Marshall September 10th.
I saw something different from her in the press conference, we've seen a spite from Savannah in the ring. We saw a bit of bite from her on the mic. What do you make of the comments back and forth between the two? Claressa is a very interesting character, very much so.
Claressa's crack shit. Like, I'm laughing. She just doesn't get Savannah's dry, sarcastic humour, which I think's a crease. But it's nice to see Sav show her personality, because she wasn't. And then, like in the gym and that, honest, me and her have belly laughs. She's really funny, you know. She's not as shy when she's around her friends as she is in front of people. So it's nice that we're starting to see Savannah come out of her shell.
Break it down for me from a fighter watching a fighter like Claressa Shields. What do you see of her, of the tape that you watch of her, and say she does this well?
Well, I was in Cardiff with Savannah ringside when I watched her, and it's amazing what she's done for the sport. But like, there's a lot of things I'm not going to say, but there's a lot of things there that Sav can pick up on and exploit, and I think we'll see that September 10th.
And break down the fight for me. How does the fight go between Savannah and Claressa?
Savannah stops her late. That's how it goes for me. Savannah stops her late. I think tough rounds early on, and then as soon as Savannah settles and gets into it, and I think it's only a matter of time before she lands a devastating punch. So Claressa's been dropped off Hannah Gabriel's. I can guarantee you Savannah punches a lot harder than Hannah Gabriel, so I'm excited, mate.
Massive trajectory for the women's side of boxing. It's got the spotlight, and it's just been building and building and building to this point where it's really broken through, and getting the opportunity at the all-female card is something that maybe you wouldn't have thought of a few years back, but the trajectory is really just keeps on rising. We've seen the women over on the football side too, capturing the European championships as well, so just that side of things is really elevating right now. It's a good time to be in the sport.
1,000,000%. And let's hope the Lioness is coming back, all the females in London, and it's just all women stick together. I think it's massive. I think that football match wasn't just big for women's football, it was big for women's sport, so it was unbelievable.
April, let me go your thoughts on a couple of other things before I let you go. Big rematch coming up, unified heavyweight titles next weekend, that being Alexander Usyk and Anthony Joshua. Your prediction for that fight?
I think repeat, but then I think you can't really write Joshua off with his power, but everyone's saying, oh, Joshua needs to just not box and walk in there. It's not as simple as doing that, you know, like, you can bang Usyk, and I'm really interested to watch it to see how it goes, but at the minute I'm going with repeat, but it could change to revenge, it could go back to repeat, you know, it's one of them where you don't know what's going to happen, but I reckon repeat. Eubank
Junior Ben recently announced too, a fight that's got a lot of people talking.
Wow, what a fight for boxing fans. That is a big fight, mate. Especially with the dads, the rivalry, how big it was back in the day. I just think that's an unbelievable fight. Hope Conor Benn wins. Love him, love everything about him. But Eubank's got size, experience, and let's hope Conor Benn wins, but I can't say it, mate.
April, I'll leave the final word with you. September 10th, you're taking on Erica Alvarez. What can we expect to see from you in the ring?
I think we're going to see the best April Hunter that's been in the ring, and see just a very dominant, explosive win.
April, it's been a pleasure speaking to you. Thank you so much for speaking to Box Social. I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Very much, mate.
Appreciate it. Cheers.